Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Peisich of barnburner.ca. Our twice daily Fired Up show is available on 108 platforms, also on the OSG Sports App. Welcome to a special edition of the Ground and Pound MMA show with Giancarlo, Aulino, and a very, very special guest who's fighting in Bellator 216, Cheick Kongo. Chuck, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much.
All right, Giancarlo,
Thank
you
you.
get the first question. Welcome aboard. Giancarlo, go ahead.
Hi, Cheick. So first thing I want to ask you, you're 43 years of age. You're on a 7-fight win streak. That includes those 2 big first-round knockouts, looking better than ever in the cage. Is there anything you've changed in your training in the past couple of years that has helped you or, really changed your style that helped you out in this run?
So, first of all, I got the chance to get the time to get ready, and prepare the fight properly because usually it wasn't that, I didn't spend that much time to prepare my upcoming fight. So that's the kind of, situation who put me on some, I should say, difficult. It was pretty difficult from the beginning. But from now, since the last couple of fights, I used to prepare that, very well and get the time to dissect and pick the right, the right time to train properly. So it was good. It was really good. So that's why. And also I understood, I'm not young enough, so I have to be careful and train and be smart, on my training. So that's what I changed. And also I try to put myself, at the same rhythm like I used to be before back in the day.
All right, Cheick, let me ask you this. You've been around for a long time in the MMA world. What changes from when you started to now have you seen in the MMA world?
About the business, about the MMA business, or about
everything. The MMA
sure,
business, the fighters, everything.
No, but you know what the thing is, everything changed for sure. Everything evolved, so we get the better money for athletes, but not good enough. But we still have good money for at some point to put some guys in a great situation. Also the way to promote the fight now is an open mind and an open talk as a trash, like a trash talk. So that's something I pretty hate because it doesn't reflect the entity of fighters. Just try to act as a whole to make too interesting people to the fight. No, the thing is you already have the skills. Now you have to be somebody different or just play a character for people. The thing is that's funny because now the fights remind me of WWE. For sure. The good thing is when you fight for real.
Yeah.
But at the time, when you try to promote the fight, at some point you will never get paid until now. To date, you will never get paid like those guys. Like by billions for the things you deserve. We still the sport still having the kind of lake for the gratitude for the fighters because I think some guys used to invest a lot in the discipline to make a career, to be somebody, to be a great fighters, and at some point the business doesn't understand and doesn't respect the value. For sure they understand the value to make money on their own and make their business great, but not as much for the fighters. Because, the thing is, you still have some fighters struggling with issues, and that's pretty bad,
And
So, yeah.
Like we mentioned, you were, you're a veteran and all that. Who is the greatest opponent that you have faced, and who would you say is the greatest opponent right now, greatest mixed martial artist right now?
You know what the thing is, for my concern, everybody used to be the greatest. Because, just to succeed, to be somebody, to be an entity in the sports, you have to face people, and every fighters, makes you, build you that way to get the best. So, and I don't want to be disrespectful to say, oh, this guy would be good, but all of the guys I used to meet, from the beginning, from scratch, are the best, because they give me the ability to involve to correct my mistakes, to be better on in the cage or in the ring, So everybody, and for sure, at the time, when you look forward, you say, oh, you know what, the guy was huge. I would say Randy Couture was huge. Bash Rutten was huge. Marco Rias, or Dan Severn, Tito Ortiz, or all the fighters in each weight class was the best, and are the best, But at the time, you will be at some point disrespectful to just say, oh, this guy is the best ever. No. Everybody has qualities, and we used to evolve and progress and get better thanks to those guys, watching them, learning from them or fighting against them. But I would say everyone are the good, are the best. And no matter what the story they bring in the sports, but they are the best.
Okay, Giancarlo?
Yeah, Cheick, your opponent, Vitaly Minakov, where you're going to be in the co-main event with Bellator 216. He's undefeated, and you guys both fought a few years back, and it went to a unanimous decision. He came out on top that night. Looking back now at your performance that night, is there anything you saw in him that you think he'll be able to take advantage of this time around?
No, the thing is, at the time, he was pretty. He was. I won't say lucky, because the thing is, fight is a fight. But he got the advantage. I came to the fight and I was and I overtrained, so I couldn't use all the skills I got properly. So, and also the fact to fight in altitude, in Reno, didn't put everything in my advantage. But anyway, it was something to learn, to be better, and that's what I heard. So for this fight, I will be prepared, and I'm prepared for that. So, and I won't make any mistakes. So no matter what, I'm gonna try to bring in the business. Normally I should be able to strike back right away for what I'm gonna put on the table. So I have anything who can scare me about that. He's just a fighter. Another one. And for him it's gonna be the same. So just the best win. But on that way, I'm gonna win, because I'm really focused for that. It's not like putting something just like, I want to be undefeated. No. And that game won't be the same. The kind of things like Rookie Balboa, like Rookie 4 with Ivan Drago and killing Apollo Creed. I'm not Apollo Creed for sure. I'm a crazy beast in a game. And the thing is, if he's not able to kill me, you have to expect everything I can do to win this fight. So.
And if you're
able that, no, go ahead.
If you're able to get this win over Minakov and go 1-1 with him, he's undefeated. So if you get that one win over him, his first career loss, do you think you should get that title shot with Ryan Bader for the heavyweight title? Because a lot of fans and media members, myself included, felt you should have been in that heavyweight Grand Prix earlier last year.
Yeah, no, I should be, I should belong to this promotion at the time, but I didn't know why, I was out, and big mistake of Bellator, but at the time, it is what it is. So at the time, I don't give, sorry about the word, but I don't care. But even if he's better, get the fight and get the title for that. For what it is, my concern is just kill Minakov.
All right, Cheick.
Just get that win. Yeah, just get that win, and we will see later. For me, better is another stories for something made, especially for the heavyweight title. So for me, he doesn't belong to that weight class.
Okay, Cheick, we're based out of Toronto. Do you have any thoughts for your Canadian fans here in the MMA world?
You know what? My Canadian fans, I really like you guys. I won't say just those words because, I know now, you based in Toronto, but I'm pretty fluent, in having a business trip and sometimes, some good times in Canada, especially to Vancouver and Toronto as well. And I really like both cities. So, and thank you for the support, thank you for the love. And I will make sure, the win will come to me, and at the time we can share the victory all together.
All right. And when we share victory, you'll stand up and saying, "Oh, Canada," right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Best of luck. That's Bellator 216. Best of luck for Cheick Kongo. Thanks for joining us today.
No, thank you for the time, and thank you for having me. Have a good evening, guys.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Cheick.